I'm Jeff Jacoby. In tonight's New Hampshire primary results, I don't think anybody is terribly surprised that Mitt Romney came in first with about 36 or 37% of the vote. It seems to me that after tonight, and with the Gallup poll results released earlier in the day showing that he is the clear favorite, that he's regarded as acceptable by a clear majority of Republicans across the ideological spectrum, this presidential nomination is now Mitt Romney's to lose.
Hi, I'm Joan Vennochi. I'm a columnist for the Boston Globe. And I pretty much agree with Jeff on this. I think it'd be hard to conclude other than the fact that Romney won. He won decisively. He was under a barrage of criticism over the past, 2 to 3 days. He weathered it, and it's on to South Carolina.
The biggest story the last couple of days was this whole Bain attack, the gang up by Gingrich and some of the other Republicans on Romney's record when he was at Bain Capital. It doesn't seem to have had the effect that they were anticipating. If anything, it looks like there was more of a backlash against Gingrich, who came in, I think, fourth tonight, than any real erosion in Romney's support.
Right, and the other thing that happened to Romney's advantage is he's never really been the favorite of conservatives. They've always found reasons to not be wild about him, but the fact that Gingrich was attacking him over what he'd done at Bain kind of got the conservatives to rally a bit behind Romney, and that's a good thing for him. And I think ultimately the attacks, hurt Gingrich a lot more than they hurt Romney. It also gave Romney a chance to show that he could take a punch, that he could, be roughed up. There was a lot of criticism of how he handled things over the past couple of days, and that he made some mistakes and he said some things that would come back to haunt him. But ultimately, I think he weathered it pretty well.
There's a certain sense of inevitability that gradually accretes around the candidate. And there's that old line, often quoted, I quoted it in my piece for Wednesday morning, that Democrats tend to fall in love with their presidential nominees and Republicans fall in line. It's not always true. Democrats certainly weren't in love with John Kerry in 2004. They weren't in love with Michael Dukakis in 1988. And it's not so much that Republicans fall in line, it's that the party establishment, the Republican Party establishment, almost always gets its man. I don't think since Ronald Reagan in 1980 that there's been a case in which a Republican insurgent from the right has managed to get the nomination against the wishes of the party establishment. This year, that establishment candidate is Mitt Romney, and all winds seem to be blowing in his direction.
And I'll finish it by saying I don't think there's anyone to fall in love with.